As Ethlo, we work with traditional and indigenous people to revive indigenous ways of farming, to revive and bring back lost indigenous and traditional seeds, so that we bring back that diversity. And as we bring back that diversity in seeds, in crops, in plants, we also inevitably bring back the diversity of insects, of other animals that are associated with such. And in doing so, we recognize the relationship between domesticated crops and their wild relatives. So that as we bring back those seeds and those indigenous crops, and the relationship between them and the wild is weaved back, then special areas like wetlands, springs, and forests that have been and are places that are sacred, most of which areas were used spiritually by indigenous people as spaces for prayer, for acknowledging their ancestors and their gods in their different forms. As Ethlo, we affirm the importance of these places and the role that they play in the overall ecosystem. So as we work with communities, we work with them really so that they can begin to weave back the basket of life. That all those connections of the human being, of the world, can come back again. Because it is that connection, it is that relationship that brings back the wellness of the earth. And it is on the wellness of the earth that the quality of the life for human beings improve. The quality of life for other non-human beings improve. And the ability of Mother Earth to provide for all its children, of which human beings are the smallest part of the earth's children. We believe that as we build back and connect all elements of life, we begin to bring back and support the resilience that is embedded in Mother Earth. So as these communities are isolated in different places, we work with like-minded organizations in Africa, in Benin, in Kenya, in Uganda, in Ethiopia, who are also doing similar work. So as the work gathers momentum and we begin to connect those communities, learning from each other and strengthening one another, we believe that it is by building that grassroots power that we can begin to change discourse. I understand that when we talk about climate justice, basically, it's really about how perhaps those rich countries of the North and the West can actually, or feel that they owe it to poor African people and countries who suffer because of the industrialization that has happened there and the pollution and all that. But I think what we need is a real paradigm shift that we talk about bringing justice not only from humans to humans, but justice between humans, justice between all elements of life, that is human and non-human. And this is when an elder in Bikita, for example, will tell you that when they grow millet not only to feed themselves as humans, but they also grow to feed birds that they know they will come and feed from there, have enough, and live for human beings as well. So this real new paradigm has to shift outside the human domain. It has to extend wider to our wide relatives. So, as I've said, that we, ETHLO, and our other partners in Africa are really working at grassroots so that we can really give back power to the grassroots, to where the things are. We, at different levels, do lobbying at other, international forums and other bigger police forums, but we believe that it is by beginning to work from the ground, really reweaving all elements of life together, that we will be able to change that paradigm. We acknowledge that power does not give away power. Capitalism is a system which gives power to a few. Those few will not give away power. And that power has to be given back to the people. They have to take it back to themselves. We have a network of EJ, jurisprudence practitioners in Africa, in those countries that I've mentioned. And they are working tirelessly at police level and at grassroots level, really to advance the paradigm shift that we need from a human-centered world to an earth-centered world, to an earth where everyone belongs, humans and non-humans. Thank you.